Welcome to Geek Shuffle and this Comic Corner. This is the comic book pre-order video from Marvel and March of 2024. It is a bit longer than the DC one that was released last Friday. They have more than twice the amount of number one issues being released in March. So let's just jump into it, starting with the first number ones. And at the end of the video, we will look at the free comic book free comic books releasing in March as well. So there will be some number ones there as well. But let's start with the first number one, releasing in March of 2024, which is Ultimate X-Men number one, joining the other Ultimate series that they are beginning to release next year. And this is definitely a different take on the X-Men. It seems to have a Japanese focus, judging from the covers of these. Most of the X-Men on the covers seem to be Japanese inspired, which definitely is different and interesting, and is on my buy list. We have 5 covers, and I will be able to show 3. And it looks to be only variants, so it should be pretty easy to pick up if this is something that interests you. Next up, we have The Spectacular Spider-Man. And this is definitely something I thought would have been out there before, but this is first in the Spider-Man universe, number one, which is the first ongoing series with Peter Parker and Miles Morales. So they have had Peter Parker has had a lot of series, and Miles Morales has had a couple. But this is their first where they team up together in their first ongoing series. So this might be something collectors out there of Spider-Man might be looking out for. We have 9 covers. We can show 3 here. We have everything. So we have variants, ratios, foils, and virgins. This is something special, so I will be picking up definitely one number one here just for the collection. And I have no idea which cover I will be going for. There is a Nakayama cover, so it might likely be that one. Next up, something I also will be buying into is Jackpot and Black Cat. And if you missed it, it is going back a couple of months. Jackpot is Mary Jane Watson as a superhero. This is Jackpot's first team-up series together with Black Cat. They used to be rivals, seeing as they both often go after Peter Parker as a love interest, but now team up as Black Cat has gotten into some trouble, so they team up to get her out of trouble. And again, because it is a new superhero, so she gets a lot of covers, 11 covers, show 3 here, and she gets everything. So again, variations, ratios, foil, and virgin covers, and a lot of good artists in my book. We got Hughes, Nakayama, everything that I find interesting. So I might be dipping deep into this collection. And this is a 1 of 4, so I will buy the entire series of this. Next up, we have Ghost Rider number 1. So for the fans of Ghost Rider, we have a new series. And will be a new Spirit of Vengeance. And it is, at this point, a mystery who that will be. So for fans of Ghost Rider, something new here. We have 7 covers. I should be able to show 2 of them. And we got variants, ratios, and foil for Ghost Rider number 1. Next up, we have Miss Marvel, Mutant Menace, 1 of 4. Kamala came out as a mutant, both in the TV series and in the comic books, and that has not been easy, and that covers some of the issues that has caused. in universe. We have 8 covers. I am only able to show one as far as I know, and we got variants and virgin covers. Next up, we have Black Widow and Hawkeye, a team-up comic book between this old duo. We know them both from the movies and in the comic books. And this time it is Hawkeye who gets in trouble, and Black Widow, which is enhanced at the moment. She is holding onto the symbiote suit, so she is somewhat superpowered. Has to get him out of trouble. And again, we have a lot of great artists for this team up. So I will be jumping into this buy as well. We got 7 covers, and I should be able to show 2 of them. We got variants and virgin covers. Next up, we have Web of Spider-Man #1, another Spider-Man comic. And this is a one-shot, so you only need to buy this one. And this leads into the next year of Spider-Man. So this is, they wrap up the storylines and move into the next year, set up new stuff and such. But 6 covers show one various and a foreshadow theme, and that is the only thing I know about that. I couldn't find any other with that foreshadow theming. There might be more coming in the future. Next up, we have Symbiote Spider-Man 2099 #1 of 5. And this is another series featuring Miguel O'Hara. Again, became very popular after the Spider-Verse movies. We got 7 covers. Should be able to show 3. We got variants and ratios for the fans of that setting. Very nice. And then we have something a bit different. We got Weapon X-Men. Very nice title. #1 of 4. And this is a story of a multiverse story of Weapon X. So we got multiple Weapon X's. We got 7 covers. Again, should be able to show 3. And again, we got variants and ratios. Then we have X-Men Forever #1 of 4. And then this continues on from Immortal X-Men, which we talked about earlier. All of these 1 of 4 series in the X-Men universe lead into each other, so it is pretty self-contained but connecting still. We got 7 covers, should be able to show 2, and again we have variants and virgin covers. Then we have X-Men 97 #1 of 4. And this is a prelude series and an intro series to the upcoming 97 series, which will be much longer running. We've got 6 covers, and I'm only able to show 1 of these, and we got variants and virgin covers. And finally, in the #1 section, we got a giant size Spider-Gwen #1. Which again is similar to an annual or the one-shot earlier, which is the follow-up to Gwen Smash, which just wrapped up earlier last one. So we got 4 covers, and I'm able to show 1 right now, and it's just variants, so again easier to pick up if you are into Spider-Gwen. And that leads us into the quick lists. And again, we have some selections here. So let's do this. First, we have Ultimate Black Panther #2, Ultimate Spider-Man #3, What If Venom 2 of 5, Spider-Punk 2 of 4, Edge of Spider-Verse 2 of 4, Avengers Twilight #4. Next page, Gods #6, Fall of House of X 3 of 5, Rise of the Powers of X 3 of 5, X-Men #32, X-Force #50, Cable #3 of 4. Next page, Resurrection of Magneto 3 of 4, Dead X-Men 3 of 4, Wolverine Mad Report Nights 2 of 5. I might be buying this, I'm not sure. Wolverine 45, Wolverine 46, Vengeance of the Moon Knight number 3. Next page. We got Night Treasure 2 of 4, Amazing Spider-Man 45, Amazing Spider-Man 46, Miles Morales Spider-Man number 18, Superior Spider-Man number 5, Daredevil Gang War 4 of 4, finishing that series off. Next page. Spider-Boy number 5, Venom number 31, Carnage number 5, Amazing Spider-Man number 254 facsimile editions, Marvel Spider Superheroes Secret Wars number 3 facsimile edition, Wolverine by Claremont and Buscema number 1 facsimile edition. Next page. Avengers number 11, Black Panther number 10, Daredevil number 7, Blade number 9, Captain America number 7, Power Pack Into the Storm 3 of 5. Next page. Thanos 4 of 4, Doctor Strange number 13, Sentry 4 of 4, Fantastic Four number 18, Incredible Hulk number 10, Immortal Thor number 8. And that finishes off the quick lists. Then we have a quick section of my buy lists, and there will be a quick cut here. All right, now we are just missing my personal picks and the free comic book day picks. For my personal picks, we start with Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver 2 of 4. Continuing on from last month, we have 4 covers. Should be able to show 2. We got variants and ratios. I think the easy choice for me is Derek Chew here. A lot of good covers overall here. Next up, we have Spider-Woman number 5. We got 2 covers, and I can show 1. This is starting to get a bit unsure for me as the cover selection shrinks. Still good artists, and if I would have to pick, I will likely go with 1B, which is not shown based on the artist name alone. But I might not buy this if the cover selection continues to shrink. That might not be a good sign for my artist picks going forward. Next up, we have Spider-Gwen Smash 4 of 4. Again, we have 3 covers. I can only show 1 at this time, variants and ratios. And 1A is Nakayama, so that makes that easier, unless I will pick Nakayama, but I might pick something else as well if the other covers are really revealed later. Next up, we have Captain Marvel number 6. 4 covers, I can only show 1. We got variants and ratios. And just like Spider-Woman, I'm unsure about this because we get less and less selection. Still 4 covers, and I might likely wait and see on this as we get a reveals on these. Then we have Sensational She-Hulk number 6, 5 covers. I can just show 1. 1A is shown, and that is fine with me. I will pick that and see when the others are revealed as well. Lastly, we have Thunderbolts for 4. We have number 1 in the middle here. Finishing off the Thunderbolts series, which will be getting a movie at some point. So that is why I bought this. We got 3 covers. I can show 2, and I am buying the one that is not shown, which is a connecting variant, which with issue 2 and 3. I forgot to buy number 2, so I will have to go back and find that one. And then lastly, we have free comic book day 2024 with 5 issues lined up. We have, I'm just going to list them in a quick list, which is Spider-Man and the Ultimate Universe, again linking to the Ultimate Universe. We got Bloodhunt X-Men #1. We got Spidey and His Amazing Friends #1. Marvel's Voices #1, and we got Star Wars Darth Vader #1 being covered in the Free Comic Book Day for next year. And normally in these I go over the other universes, but I've decided to cut these away because these videos are already pretty long. So unless I get requests in the comments for Star Wars, Alien, all those extra, I'm not going to add them in the videos for Marvel comic books. But that was it for Marvel previews for March of 2024. And I hope that was interesting to some of you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.